from the Palace School. Currently, I'm 17 years old. I am a full-time feminist. I believe in gender equality and I believe in acceptance. Along with that, yeah, I really love talking to new people. I really love engaging with new people and knowing about their lives, knowing their backstory. That's just something that I really love to do. So I started this project when I was 12 years of age. Back then, this project aimed to create create an environment, create an equal environment for transgender people only, right? Because we weren't aware about LGBTQ at that time, right? We were never taught about these things in school. When I started getting guidance from Rahul Bhaiya at SCF, he helped me out to learn a lot of things at that time, right? So then we started knowing a little about transgender rights. We researched a lot and finally we got to know that the problem exists. When my sisters were born, I saw transgender people coming home, celebrating birth, and then post that I saw at that time they were really open, they were really celebrating births and stuff, but after that I saw my own family criticizing them, talking bad about them, and I saw my community doing the same thing, and that just didn't really work for me. I was like, why is it happening? And therefore I went to my fellow teacher. I was like, this is how it is, and I really want to work towards it, because I was familiar with the idea of equality, because I was learning equality in my school. I was learning safe spaces in my classroom. I went to the teacher and I was like, I want to do this, and he was like, yeah, I will help you out. And then we started working on this. I started researching a lot. I took a lot of surveys in my community in order to understand people's perspective more. So we did several street plays at that time. We conducted few sessions with my community. Then I went to KER 2020 and I was really impacted. I was like, wow, people are running so big projects and they're doing so much for their project. And that's when that's when I decided that I want to do a lot for my project. But we didn't want the chain of awareness to stop anyhow, right? So that's why we started with our own Instagram page, where we started talking about these issues on Instagram platform, or on we started getting involved into a lot of organization online through virtual sessions, and that's how we gained a lot of information as well. And that's when the transgender rights to LGBTQ's rights shift took place. Back then it was all for the people who were 18 plus, right? Because we never thought that children should be learning all of this, but somewhere I was learning the same thing, and that's when I realized that okay, children of my age should also learn about this, right? So this year our main aim is to bring this to curriculum. This main aim is to just talk about these things in school to the children who are of just my age. I feel that everybody should be treated equally regardless of their gender or sex or sexual orientation, or they should be treated equally even if they don't belong to that community. Belongingness should exist, right? Because at times we just try to fit into the society, but we never belong to that society. So I need that belonging to happen. I want to start my own organization that works to that creates impact on people through different platforms, through different work. Maybe it can be digitally, or it can be it can be going to schools and talking about this, or maybe on a bigger platform where we're trying to talk to the higher authorities about creating washrooms that are gender neutral. Once people will see that these things exist, they will automatically feel like, okay, I want to know why is this washroom existing, and that's how they will try to figure out why does that washroom exist, and that's how awareness would also be created into the people. Right now I have four people in the team who are working on different who are working with me, but their jobs are different. One that works for creating whole content for Instagram page, and the other one works on creating PPTs, and I work as a person who handles all the people all together. Some people are designing the street plays, other people are talking to higher authorities, authorities that all other people are engaging to. I am also part of different organizations, so I get a lot of information there. I took it back to my project, and then we work together, and then we create things all together. So I have little low self-esteem. So when someone tells me that, you're not doing great on the project, or when I see someone just like talking bad about my project, then I just feel a little demotivated, and I feel like, this is not creating change. This is not happening. Like, how should we do it more effectively? So that's where my motivation goes down. But then I have a lot of people to just like pull me up, and they're like, why get back to the project, because this is your aim. This is what you're passionate about. This is what you really aim for. So you can't just like give up on this thing. So that just like pulls me up, and like I want to do this. I think courage, because I don't see a lot of people talking about these issues in my community or anywhere I go, right? But I take a stand on this. Wherever I go, I make sure that I'm taking this project with me everywhere. So whenever people are talking about any issues, I am the first one to raise my hand and talk about this issue. Change doesn't happen one night, so you have to work towards it, and you don't have to stop anyhow. So yeah, even if you're demotivated, get yourself up and start working towards it. I learned how to talk to people, how to be open about these issues, because earlier even I wasn't really open about this, right? Even because I did not had a lot of information. I was really passionate about it, so I took the courage to just like go and research about this and talk to people about this. So we had this CAF thing, which was like community like it was this project thing that we all had to initiate. There I saw a lot of people making fun of me because of my project, and I realized a lot of people also came to me and they were like, Kumkum, can you just stop talking about your project over here? And I was like, why? So they were like, people are just like making fun of you and it's not good. I'm like, it doesn't matter to me, because initially my whole idea is to just go through this, and my whole idea is to create impact. But then I started explaining them what it looks like. And then I also initiated my project, that I told people that I'm running the project already there. And after which I saw that, a lot of people came to me and they were like, Kumkum, can we work with you? Like, can we collaborate on our projects together? I was like, why not? I mean, this is gonna be a great thing. And I got 2 people on board after that from T-cells only. So they were like, we want to volunteer in your project. So this is somewhere I saw the impact. When I did the Nukkad Natak, I saw a lot of people saying no to it. They were not saying no, but there was this role of a transgender here, right? So I did, like, a lot of people said no to the role. But this one girl who stood up and she was like, okay, I'm gonna do the play. I'm gonna do the role. And that's when I realized that. And before that, I didn't know that she knows, like, she did not know anything about the rights and anything about LGBTQ. But then later, as I started talking about LGBTQ rights to them as well. They were doing the transgender right play, but I started talking about LGBTQ rights to them as well. And that's when I saw like a lot of great impact, and everybody was so enthusiastic about doing this whole play, and they were like, yeah, we want to do it. So my journey started from there, and so Rahul Bhaiya there, he was the first person who was like, come on, Kumkum, we can do it, like my team. He was like, we can do it, and he started helping us a lot with our project. He gave us a lot of ideas. He made us meet a lot of people who were running the same thing, and that's how we also gained our information. And he also started giving us a lot of opportunities to enhance our voices, to speak about about the topic to other people. For me, education stands for something which is beyond the boundaries. It's something that for me, education is all about a way through which you learn about yourself, you learn about your society, you learn about the people. If you don't have education, it's academic learning, right? It's not education for me anyhow. It's something we're just like going to school, we're getting literate, and we're coming back home. For me, education is not creating leaders for tomorrow, but creating leaders for today. Because why not? Like, leaders, we need to be leaders. Students need to be leaders to speak about the issues that they face. Right? Education is something that gives you voice to speak what you really want to speak. It enhances your personality. It gives you a chance to learn and to express. The support system that I got really cherished me, or really encouraged me to work towards problems, right? So we need an environment where we feel that, okay, my voice can be heard too. I have a voice, and it is really important to express myself. So I really want that education system to look very holistic and very approachable, where children can approach people, where children can approach things that they really wish to.